But you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing that. I'm not messing with Nashville anymore. I'm looking for a legit third line guy. Somebody who, if I lose one of my top two, maybe I can move them up. Derek Roy. Now, Derek Roy is an interesting. He's right on that cusp, but Boy Gordon, he's right on the cusp of. He'd be a solid third line guy. Bringing him in, having him for the penalty kill, because that's the other thing. I mean, Bozak's my number one on the PK, but I'm gonna need another PK guy. Because Santorelli was that guy. Peverly, I don't know if he'd survive the rebuild. That's gonna be, and he's cost a little bit of money. Cody Eakin is too much. See, this is I mean, this is the quandary that you face as a NHL GM. You know, it's like they don't want to give these guys up. And you don't want to overpay, and you're always trying to be careful about taking chances. Columbus, I know Columbus has got some centers. I just don't know what their value's at. Letestu. Okay, Letestu. I think that's a solid. He's a center. He's at face-offs. He's a good skater. He can shoot. I bet you his role is probably, yeah, he's a third line guy. So is Boone Jenner. So, but Boone Jenner obviously has higher value because he's a lot younger. So Letestu could be an option. I'm gonna have to bear that in the back of my head for a second here. Like Jay McClement, that it's funny because that would be too ironic to bring him back. Like a Chris Kelly or something. 33. Carl Soderberg, his face-offs are terrible. Vermette is always a name getting floated. Sam Gagne, I mean, if it wasn't for his contract, that's a guy that could be really, really, really good. You know, I want to see, maybe I can get them down on that contract a little bit, because I mean, he's young. He's, you know, got a lot of upside. He could fill, if Bozak or Kadri go down, he could fill that void. I think he might be an option. I just do not like the 4.8 million for 2 years. Let's see here. So let's see about. They're never gonna go for this, but whatever. Let's see. Let's go see. 2.8 I can deal with for 2 years. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna go for that. They obviously like the deal because they don't really value him very much. Yeah, of course. So that's probably not gonna work because I'm not interested in paying somebody that much for that kind of a role. Nate Thompson, I love how he's doesn't even have a role on the Ducks. Washington, oh yeah, I already traded them for fair. Aha. Winnipeg. Matthew Perreault, I like him. Third line, $3 million for 3 years. It's a show me deal. I can probably get that down to 2.5. He's a third line center. It's not gonna help my penalty kill, but are you serious? Wow, alright. I thought that would have been a slam dunk, man. Who would have thought they'd be so picky? That's just, yeah. Brian Boyle, he would be so awesome to have, but for PK and everything. What's this say? Killorn, two-way, low. You know, let's see. And I'm trying to be smart about this. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. Wingles, Tommy Wingles, two-way. He can play on my PK. He's cost me less than 2.5. He's only 26. I know his projection, his potential is not too hot, but the guy could be a 3. The guy could be a 4. I mean, it's an option. Wow, they apparently like Tommy Wingles. All right, that's cool. I mean, Pittsburgh doesn't have very good depth there, so I'm not doing that. Philly, it's gonna cost me way too much. Ottawa, David Legmont, yeah. Okay, Grinder. That guy's cheap. Zach Smith. He's not gonna knock your socks off with the scoring ability, but I like it. Let's see what we can do. Oh, come on. Come on. You know what? I wonder if I like sweep this up, do like 100,000. That'll. Wow, okay. I mean, it's 1 year, so I don't care. I mean, this year's I'm gonna be below the cap anyway if I trade all these people. What the hell? You kidding me? What do you want, Ottawa? You jerks. I'm back to Nashville, and I'm back to them having 1-year deals for all their centers, so that's fine. Who was the team that I was supposed to file away? Boston? Columbus. Letestu, that's right. So, you know what? I'm back to Letestu. Yeah, accepted. You're damn right. I should have got more for it, actually. But, hey, whatever. So, here we are. Down a defenseman, but we got another center who is pretty terrible in terms of trade value, but you know, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with him as my third line guy. Not my first choice, but hopefully Gautier and Holland and those guys step it up. Maybe I can draft a center. Maybe I'll win the Connor McDavid sweepstakes. Who knows? So left wing, JVR, oops, and then kind of falls off the map a little bit. I really need. I mean, I might as well start thinking about that top right wing guy, or that left wing guy, because it's not going to come cheap. You know, this is a kid, Nick Ritchie. I'm a big fan. I mean, I wish I was actually playing these games, because I think he would be a really interesting person to have on your team. But this is a project, and when you're dealing with projects like this, it's going to take a couple years. So he's not going to just step in. He's a guy who's going to take a little bit of work, and I'm okay with that. But I'm going to need somebody to play this year. So let's just they could use some depth. I mean, let's be honest. Like, the Ducks, Anderson, and then nobody. And what is this? More than 45. Oh my God! All right. So, what do they want rid of? Let's see here. Skaters, Surrey and Brewer. What is this? 1 year. But I'm basically just eating this guy's salary. Still trade me. That's a sad state of affairs. What is this? What do you mean? Oh, I'd have more than 45 skaters. Oh, okay, that's cool. Why would I have more than Oh, because it's a goalie. Crap. All right. I always forget about that. Who do I not care about? What do I have a lot of? Let's see here. Yeah, centers, I need them. Lefties, I got a bunch. Righties, I've got a bunch. Who's not pulling their weight? Let's see here. So yeah, this guy, 26-year-old, 75. Okay, let's go. Too many goalies? Are you kidding me? Why can't you just list all the like problems at once instead of like giving to me like one at a time? Briscoe. I mean, this is not even accurate. That's so terrible. It's like Briscoe, 85. The guy's got like an 85. Yeah, he's 85. He's 85% save percentage is what he's got. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, Anderson's great. Like, he should be like 90. But Gibson hasn't played great. I know he will one day. This is probably not going to work. Yeah. Let me see here. I'm gonna have to give him somebody that's worth something. Can't give him Winnick back. I'm sure they'd love me for that. There. This would be a. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna go for that. Yeah, they can't even afford it. That's the best part. Yeah, they're like, no, sorry, your mistake. You gotta live with it. Alright. Alright. This is a rebuild. We're not winning this year. It's pretty obvious we're not going to win this year. What? Are you serious? Okay. You guys are killing me over here with this. No, I'm not giving you any of those guys. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, you want all my goalies. And you want my second rounder. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna have to start doing some futures here. Let's do like a 7th here. Are you kidding? Fine. I don't care about 5, 6. I mean, I'm not gonna get anybody out of those picks anyway. Yeah, you're right. It's a done deal. Thank you. All right. So Nick Ritchie is gonna be my future left wing in probably a year or two, which means it's gonna be a pretty rough year or two, but that's okay. Lupa went back to his home. Anaheim could use the scoring. So Van Riemsdyk, and it just falls off the cliff after that. Booth is on my 2nd line. Winnick's on my 3rd line. Bodie's on my 4th line. Or McLaren. Alright. I mean, it's what it is. Then we got this elephant in the room. So the left wing is good. I mean, JVR and Nick Ritchie. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch on your top 2 lines. I mean, I can live with that. I mean, I can really live with that. And then the rest of these guys, I mean, I can swap them in later. The center situation is not great. I mean, Letestu, I guess, can play on the 3rd. He can play on the 4th. I'm happy with that. The let's check out. I mean, I said this like an hour ago or whatever. Who knows how long ago it was? About the defenseman and the defenseman situation. I need a right. I need a top line righty. That, you know, I don't have one. Finn's a left. Riley's a left. Enough who, for all intents and purposes, is gone. Left. And Gardner's a right. Polak's a right. So I need a righty. And the only defenseman I'm really willing to part with is Phaneuf. but in doing so,